Hey everyone, I'm Ben Belack, Beverly Hills super realtor. I'm going to quickly recap housing market data in the city of Beverly Hills 2021 versus 2020, cover some record sales in the tens of millions of dollars, and then make a prediction for what I think 2022 is going to look like for home buyers and home sellers in the city of Beverly Hills. What a crazy year of real estate it was for Los Angeles. Quick side note, I'm going to focus housing market data in the city of Beverly Hills and not Beverly Hills Post Office. If you don't know the distinction between the two, email me and we can dive in. Okay, let's take a deep dive into 2020 versus 2021 housing stats. Inventory woes continued coming out of a year of anemic housing supply in Beverly Hills, dropping more deeply over 5% in 2021. Surprisingly, however, we had a 79% increase in sold homes. The average price per square foot jumped up nearly 14% in 2021, and the average sales price to list price ratio jumped up from 88% to 94.5%. Also in 2021 versus 2020, the median price of $6.475 million rose nearly 14% to $7.375 million. In short, we saw less inventory and significantly higher prices. Of the top 10 notable sales in Los Angeles for 2021, Beverly Hills included the sale of former Hearst pied-à-terre for $63 million. Famous for its appearance in many movies, including The Godfather, it sold at auction to investor and philanthropist Nicholas Berggren. Also in the top 10, coming in at the very end of the year, was Enchanted Hill. On top of a ridge in Beverly Crest, a 120-acre estate owned by late Microsoft Corporation co-founder Paul Allen was purchased by Google former CEO Eric Schmidt for $65 million, a deep discount from its original price tag of $150 million. It's one of the largest undeveloped properties in Los Angeles, particularly in the pedigreed neighborhoods. Now, let's get into my prediction for 2022. While many records were broken for high-price sales all around the city, we're going to see an all-time record when the one sells at auction, currently priced at $300 million. It's a 105,000 square foot mansion in Bel Air on nearly 4 acres. Few properties in the world have traded for above that list price. For the rest of us, however, we are feeling the pressure of inflation and the threat of the Fed's promise of 3 interest rate hikes in 2022. Higher interest rates limit purchasing power, and low supply makes it tougher for people to get anywhere near the home they want or need. For the beginning of 2022, I'm predicting that buyer bidding wars will continue to be frothy, as buyers already feeling pressure of market dynamics will be fear buying, attempting to avoid interest rate bumps. However, I do think as we approach the end of 2022, the market will start to soften. Sellers know that we're now in year 14 of what's normally an 8-year cycle, and in the last 18 months, many sellers who have flirted with the idea of downsizing or moving to a different location, not out of need, but want, have all engaged me to list their homes. That's a signal to us agents in the trenches about consumer confidence. That all said, I don't expect major adjustments simply because nationwide we need millions of homes to catch up with demand. If you watch my market reports every month, you'll see there is never more than a few months worth of inventory. Even if inventory doubles, we're still technically in a seller's market in most sub-neighborhoods in Los Angeles. 2021 opened a lot of eyes and proved a lot of people wrong. Thankfully, I was not one of them. That said, I'm looking forward to a more affordable Los Angeles marketplace whenever that arrives. And look, each market has its own characteristics, demographics, and factors affecting pricing and sales. So if you've been thinking of buying or selling real estate in Los Angeles, we'd love to sit down with you and have a strategic planning session to help identify not only the challenges, but also the opportunities that we're seeing in today's market. Every week, we release new videos with relevant real estate topics, real estate market analyses, and home tours. If you want to see more market analyses like these, be sure to subscribe. And if you're looking to buy or sell in Los Angeles, you can always find us via the links below.